Good morning, everybody. Today I'm going to be presenting part 2 of what Sister Thea talked about last week, was the benefits, as she explained, about sunshine. And I'm now going to be telling you about the negatives of having too much sunshine. I'm sure there are many of you here, and myself included, that have had in some part of your lives an overexposure to sun, where you've been sunburnt and it's been really painful. So we learnt last week that the higher burn time is between the hours of 10 and 4 p.m. This is in New Zealand, and we have a really naturally high UV level compared with similar latitudes. Our peak UV levels can be 40% higher than peak UV levels in similar North American latitude. New Zealand has an ozone layer, but it is considerably thinner than in the rest of the world. And that's because New Zealand is located very close to Antarctica, where the hole in the ozone layer is located. One of the risks, and the main risks, of too much sun exposure can cause what we know as melanoma, skin cancer. And this skin cancer develops in the cells known as the melanocytes, which produce melanin pigment in our skin. Exposure to ultraviolet light radiation from sunlight increases the risk of developing melanoma. So as Sister Thea shared, we should go out in the sun, definitely. We need the vitamin D, but also be very wary that it should be in short spells. 10 to 15 minutes would be ideal. Come out of the sun and then perhaps go back out in it a little bit later. As she also shared, those that have a darker skin pigment need a longer time in the sun. So that's really important to know. With us being a multicultural church, just take that on board, that, it's okay to be out there a little bit longer than someone with a skin like mine that's quite fair. Now, one of the wonderful plants and herbs that God has given us to help with these types of burns is the aloe vera plant. And that's because it has a wonderful soothing and moisturising and cooling properties in it. I don't know if any of you have ever used aloe vera plant on a burn. I have, and it's instant relief. So we're really, really blessed by, again, all the herbs and plants that's God given us. In a 2013 study with 50 participants, they found that people who used aloe vera gel to treat the superficial burns showed better results than the group that just used a cream. Yeah, they just had an earlier wound healing on the skin. So it can also be used if you have a quick burn, with a pot on the stove, a heater burn, something like that. I'd really recommend that you get an aloe vera plant in a pot or plant it in your garden. It has wonderful healing properties. So anyway, that's the health nugget for this morning. What I'd really like to do again is to promote Healing Hearts, His Sanctuary. It's a service, a ministry that Sister Thea and I provide for you. It's a free service. We give a 6-week plan where we take into consideration your spiritual well-being, your physical well-being, and also your mental well-being. So if you're interested, please come and see either Thea and I, and we'd be happy to help you along the way to your healing and well-being. Thank you, and happy Sabbath, everybody.